All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mia, and the HashKey team for organizing this demo. It's a pleasure to be here. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys. I'll quickly go through these slides, and then I'll show you the product if we have time. So we're here to basically disrupt payroll and compliance as we know it. So the world of work is completely changing. On one hand, you have talent that's becoming more independent and more remote. You have more and more freelancers, independent contractors. They all want to work remote and have that location flexibility. And they're also becoming more demanding from a financial flexibility standpoint. So actually Gen Zs, millennials that are becoming more and more important within the workforce are starting to ask their employers more and more to get paid or partially paid in cryptocurrencies. On the other end, you have organizations that are also changing. So now we have corporations, we have decentralized autonomous organizations as we know it. They have treasuries in fiat, treasuries in crypto, treasuries in both, and they're looking for payment systems that will streamline their payments for critical business operations into one place, such as payments such as payroll, basically. So in order to stay competitive, both DAOs and corporations, what do they need to do? They need to be able to hire or onboard international workers globally and compliantly, and also offer payment flexibility in crypto and fiat or both to their workers. So that's exactly why we started Rise. So basically Rise is a Web3 enabled compliance and payroll solution for distributed workforces. We work with traditional businesses, with nonprofits, and also DAOs. So how does that work? Pragmatically. So from a compliance standpoint, Rise becomes what we call the agent of record or the employer of record. Basically, we're here to help organizations onboard international workers, whether they're independent contractors or full-time employees. We process KYC in 190 countries. So we're going to verify the workers' identity, documents, address, and also process background and anti-money laundering checks just to make sure that the workers are in check and let the organization know. We provide compliant professional agreements, statements of work, taxation documents for workers and companies. And also we have a feature for DAO contributors that want to stay anonymous with their DAO, but still pass KYC with us. That's a feature we built actually with for one of our biggest customers. From a payment standpoint, we have a dual payment infrastructure, which enables us to automate the routing between fiat and crypto. So basically, we can accept fiat or crypto for funding payroll from our organizations, and then independently from the treasury used, we enable workers to choose however they want to get paid. So basically, we completely dissociate the funding event and the treasury of the organization and the treasury and the currency in which the workers want to get paid in. So, concrete example is basically, let's say a DAO that has treasury in crypto, they have workers that want to get paid in fiat, we facilitate that process, and vice versa. Traditional businesses that have treasury in fiat, they have workers that want to get paid in crypto, we facilitate that process. So really giving that flexibility to financial managers. We're available on 5 different chains when it comes to crypto. We accept most stable coins. We process payments in 100 different cryptocurrencies. We accept fiat from 90 countries and send payouts to 90 countries as well. All Ethereum wallets are compatible with our system. We also have with that different kinds of pay schedules, giving the most flexibility to financial managers, operators, or accountants. So you can do fixed recurring payments, milestone pays, hourly based with timesheets, instant. You can automate all these payments and process one-click mass payouts. Security is also top of mind. So each user, whether that's an organization or a worker on the system, gets what we call a Rise ID, which is a unique identifier on chain, basically a smart contract that the user or the organization will own. We're leveraging the ERC 725 standard. And what it does, it's basically, there's 2 characteristics. The first one is that it helps our users authenticate themselves when they're interacting with our smart contracts. So you can view that as a second layer of security. We basically ask for a wallet that's associated with that smart contract to sign a transaction in order to identify themselves. And we can also add attributes to that Rise ID. So these attributes could be the KYC status, the work history, payment history, or all kinds of certificates. And what it does is that I'll give you an example. We're working with insurance platforms for independent workers globally. Instead of having them have to pass KYC both on Rise and on that insurance platform, we can pass that attribute along to the insurance platform, really, making those different players in the payroll and compliance and HR world more integrated. Traction standpoint, I mean, I'll quickly glance through this so I can show you the products. We have about 70 customers, 600 contractors getting paid on the platform, $11 million payment volume since inception, 20K MOR, growing at a quite decent pace. And as you can see, some of the biggest names in the crypto space are leveraging our solution. Our team, we come from all different backgrounds, and we have investors, including HashKey, that are global and share the vision of work that we have. So what's next for Rise? This is very important. I'm super excited to share. We're launching the first on-chain payroll engine in a couple of months from now. So basically, we'll be able to facilitate full payroll on-chain. And what that means is automated tax deductions based on the worker's location, basically, cross-chain communication, privacy involved, income maximization tools for workers, and our employer record feature. So basically, we'll be the ones hiring with entities globally, all workers for our customers without them needing an entity in that particular country. So I don't know how much time I have left, but I'll quickly glance through this. So I'm going to log in as a manager here. You'll be able to see the dashboard. So here, let's say I'm the financial manager of a team. I can see my balance. Action items could be, signing a document, approving a payment, funding my balance if it's low. Here you have the list of contractors with their associated pay schedules, a list of transactions that you've handled. You have access to the receipts directly, which you can download. You can also plug that into different accounting softwares towards the end of the month. Here you have your activity page with all your payments that you've processed. Here you have your team. It's quite easy to import talent. You just send an invite, they onboard, they pass KYC, and you can see where they are in the process. If you want to, let's say, create a pay schedule with your worker, here it's an active one that I created with Colleen. But if you want to add a pay schedule, this is where you go and basically allow me a minute. Yeah, there you go. You have all these kinds of pay schedules available. So Pay Now is an instant payment. You put the amount, the role, the services, and we create the pay schedule. Pay Once is a scheduled payment at any time, recurring based on multiple frequencies. You choose the first pay date. You can also automate the payment. Milestone based on dates, hourly based with timesheets that you receive each month, and then batch payments, which is basically if you have, we have customers that have lots of contractors and they want to, ease the process of scheduling those payments, and we do that for them. And last but not least, I just want to show you the different funding options. So this is where the flexibility comes in. You can see I have my bank account here. I also have my MetaMask on Arbitrum with USDC. I have a Polygon deposit address. So that's, if I have funds on an exchange on Polygon and don't have a wallet for that. Yeah, pretty much it. This is the same screen for workers when they want to withdraw funds. So they have their balance here. And if they want to withdraw, they can just select whatever option they want, and we facilitate that process. I think I'll stop here. I don't know how much time I have left, but I'll stop here.
I think Hugo can go smoothly. We still have more time. The next one is not in.
That's good. Sounds good. Well, what else can I show you? Our documents here. So we're going to provide professional service agreements. There's a light version and a long version, depending on whether or not our customers already have agreements in place. We provide statements of work for our customers. And here's the Rise ID. So each user, again, has that Rise ID. You can associate a master wallet with it. So this is my wallet. You can also add pay permission delegates. So this is if you have different managers on the team and you want to give them different permission levels, you can add them here, basically. And this is some of the integrations that we have. Yeah, I think there are some questions here.
There are some questions here in the QA session. The first one is from Eugene. What's the TM for Rise and who are the major competitors and why you're better?
Okay, so basically, we view our competitors as we have our Web2 competitors and then we have our Web3 competitors. So from a Web2 standpoint, we have large players such as Deal or Remote or Oysters. So these guys have integrations. I mean, actually only one of them has an integration with Coinbase, which is how they're enabling crypto services. So basically, the caveat here is that you need a pro account with Coinbase in order to facilitate payments or in order to get paid in crypto. Getting a pro account with Coinbase when you have low volumes, if you're not doing millions of dollars of volume on a monthly basis, you get put into different tiers, and it takes months to get those accounts. So we've actually been able to win a lot of deals because we have that full infrastructure ourselves and in-house, and can onboard DAOs and crypto related projects in less than a day, basically. Web3 competitors, we don't have many. They are starting to emerge. As people are realizing that those dual payroll systems are going to be needy. And from a TAM standpoint, so if we just take the crypto-friendly, crypto-related or DAO organization, we're looking at about around 15,000 organizations. Now, our goal is to obviously develop ourselves in the Web2 world as well. And I believe that the payroll system that we are working on and the employer record service that we're launching will facilitate that process. And we're actually seeing more and more traction from Web2 clients. Current customers, so I would say the split between Web3 and Web2. So it's mostly Web3 today. So we have about 80% of our customers that are Web3 related. You have some of the biggest names out there, such as Lido Finance, Sommelier Protocol. We also have Zeneca and his companies on board, Wolf's Wish Group on it as well. And we have about 70 customers. Is the RISE ID decentralized or centralized? So it's completely decentralized, as in the sense that the user completely owns the RISE ID. It's owned by their wallet, and the wallet owns, the master wallet that I was showing you owns that smart contract. Any tax to pay or not? Yes, independent contractors have to pay their taxes. And we are money service business registered in the US. We're acquiring different licenses, money transmitter licenses in the US and in different jurisdictions in the world. So we have the obligation to monitor, report the different payments that go out of our system. How do you charge them? So yes, we charge them on a company level. We have two models. So we either charge per contractor, so per team member per month that is active, and it's $50 for independent contractors. As we launch our employer record feature, it will be more expensive, around $400 per employee per month. And the other model that we have, when customers basically process like low volume transactions, we have a 3% commission on the payment volume, and customers are able to choose what volume they want, what model they want.